Okay, I have many questions that need to be answered about this. Does EA still have the exclusive rights to making a Star Wars game? Probably not, seeing as, now Ubisoft Massive are creating an open world Star Wars Galaxy game. Where will this game be set? What will feature in the game? Will we have lightsabers? Will we be able to explore the galaxy in a ship? And of course, will we get to kill younglings in the game? Ladies and gentlemen, today Ubisoft have announced that it is collaborating with Lucasfilm Games on a new story-driven open-world video game set in the beloved Star Wars galaxy. Now, headed by Massive Entertainment, Ubisoft's critically acclaimed AAA studio based in Malmö, Sweden, this project gathers some of the most experienced, innovative talent in the video game industry and will make the most of Massive's cutting-edge technologies, including the Snowdrop engine, to deliver a groundbreaking Star Wars adventure. Now, the vast Star Wars lore is an incredible source of inspiration for our teams, says Ubisoft's co-founder and CEO. This is the beginning of a long-term collaboration with Disney and Lucasfilm Games, and we are pleased to be working hand in hand to build upon the incredible legacy of Lucasfilm to create a game that we know Star Wars fans will love. Now, Douglas Riley, the VP at Lucasfilm Games, says Ubisoft have a unique talent for creating immersive worlds, so we're thrilled to work with them on this project. We are inspired by the passion and talent of the team at Massive, and together we share a vision for the type of original stories we want to tell our players in this expansive universe. They have the creativity, experience, and community understanding to bring an awe-inspiring authenticity, depth, and innovation to this Star Wars game. In the Star Wars galaxy and beyond, we want to work with the best teams in the industry to create world-class games that push boundaries of the medium, said Sean Shoptaw, Senior Vice President at Lucasfilm Games. Lucasfilm Games and Massive Entertainment together can create something truly unique for our fans across the globe. As creative director for the game, Massive's Julian Gretzky says, "This is a lore that we love, and we want to do it justice with a game and story that bring both lifelong and new fans on an immersive and outstanding journey that will stay with them for years and years." And well, that's pretty much all we know about the Ubisoft Massive game, but guys and girls, of course I have some more information for you. Don't be silly, of course I do. Now, guys and girls, going off what Ubisoft Massive have done in the past, I can certainly 100% say that this will be an open world game on par with the Assassin's Creed franchise and a mix of the Division franchise, because these are the companies that make the Division games, and the Snowdrop engine itself is a unique engine. Sometimes it can look complete trash, trust me, I know, but other times, especially in cutscenes, it can look extremely cinematic, something I'm looking forward to in this new Star Wars game. One thing I will say though is Ubisoft are notorious for having microtransactions in their game, especially their online games. Now, I know this game may not be online, but Ubisoft have played around with microtransactions in their single player only games, more specifically Assassin's Creed Valhalla very recently. Now, if Ubisoft adds something like this into their Star Wars game, it will kill it off straight away. So Ubisoft, this is a plea from me to you: do not add these crap shitty microtransactions into your Star Wars game. Just don't. They're unneeded, they're not necessary, just don't add them in. Now, one thing I will say is that EA do still have the rights to the Star Wars franchise, like they do still have the rights to create the game. What game that is? Of course, that is Fallen Order, and they will 100% be making a new installment of that game because it did incredibly well. For me, Star Wars Fallen Jedi was one of the best games that came out of that year. It was a unique and brilliant story that added a mix of Dark Souls mixed in with brilliant story elements to create a groundbreaking game that I really enjoyed, and the story itself was amazing. Of course, the game did have some pitfalls, but in the future updates, I hope we will get some more games like that. But will we be getting a new Jedi game? Absolutely not. You don't want to over plagiarize that franchise, that type of gameplay element, that type of Star Wars story. But now, at the moment, in the Star Wars lore, in the Star Wars universe, what is the most money-making franchise to do with Star Wars? It's of course Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. And what do? They explore these different vast galaxies, these different vast planets, meeting different people, going on different quests, completing different challenges to get to one end goal, all wrapped within this unique storytelling device. And well, personally, I think this Star Wars game will be a Mandalorian game. It just makes sense that an open world game developed by Ubisoft, pretty much the titans of open world games, although sometimes you may have slipped down a little bit, it just makes sense that Star Wars and Lucasfilms and Disney would get them to make make a Mandalorian open world adventure game with a unique storytelling point, because that is pretty much what this series on Disney Plus is. It's an open world storytelling device, and what better way to do that than with Ubisoft's open worlds team. Now, here's where the tricky bit comes in. Is it going to be an RPG like The Division, well, online RPG, or an RPG like Assassin's Creed? More or less likely it's going to be. It's going to have some sort of gear implemented type system into the game's overall gameplay elements. I've said gameplay a lot and game a lot right now, Jesus. That is what is going to happen, okay? My theory is that this new Star Wars game will be a Mandalorian open world game where we can travel to different planets, we can meet unique different species, complete different stories, and it will be a really cool cinematic type gameplay element. But then on the other hand, when you're actually fighting in game, it will be a shooter, probably a first person shooter based on what Ubisoft are releasing at the moment, maybe with a toggle to go third person. That'd be pretty cool. But then there will obviously be different gear with your different guns, different weapons, and of course different armor, all of which will have different levels, different attributes to which you can implement in game. Probably you can craft some items, you can break down some items, you know, the classic Ubisoft stuff. That is what I think this game will be. I for one am looking forward to it, mainly because I'd love an open world Star Wars game, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see, probably till E3 next year, or maybe even this year, to get some new gameplay or even some leaks. Guys and girls, that's been it for this video. If you have enjoyed, click the like button down below, and of course do not forget to subscribe for some more Star Wars Ubisoft videos. Why not? Hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.